The police investigation into the passing of Bray Wyatt continues, and there are many new updates concerning the tragic passing of Bray Wyatt. WWE is continuing to pay tribute to the legendary Bray Wyatt. The company released a 35-minute video on social media that features footage of many different WWE superstars paying their final respects to Bray Wyatt. The video features such stars as Bayley, Kevin Owens, and Drew McIntyre, among others. This was a very touching tribute to Bray, but also, in some ways, heart-wrenching, as many of these wrestlers struggled to get through the tribute, as they would tear up and break down crying. WWE also continued their tribute to Bray Wyatt on WWE TV. This time, it was on NXT. During a segment on the show, the commentators, Vic Joseph and Booker T, talked about the passing of Bray Wyatt, and in his honor, they took out their phones, along with everyone else in the arena, and turned on the flashlight to signify Bray Wyatt's fireflies. This was another moving tribute on WWE TV. This could be the last major Bray Wyatt tribute that we see on WWE TV, besides possibly at a pay-per-view. There will be mentions of Bray here and there, but in terms of taking several minutes out of a broadcast, that may not happen again for a while. As we know, WWE has done everything they could to keep the memory alive for the Ultimate Warrior, and they employed his widow, Dana Warrior, and they even give out the Warrior Award at the Hall of Fame ceremony every year. So we'll have to see what exactly WWE decides to do to keep Bray's memory alive. They'll do something, we just don't know when it will happen and what exactly it will be. And now we are learning that the police investigation into the passing of Bray Wyatt continues. Let's get to the latest updates on this right now. Bray Wyatt lived in a small Florida town near Tampa called Brooksville, and we are now learning that his funeral will take place in Brooksville. This is according to a local funeral home, which is preparing, as we speak, Bray Wyatt's funeral. Obviously, this is going to be just unbelievably difficult for everyone in attendance. Now, according to the local funeral home, it says a private celebration of Windham's life is for invited friends and family, which basically means if you're not invited, don't even think of showing up. Because obviously there's going to be fans who, they want to pay their respects. They want to pay their final respects to Bray. And they may think, oh, the funeral's on this day and this location, I'm going to go. Well, it says right here, you can't go unless you're invited by Bray's family. And it says invited friends and family, meaning this is not going to be just for Bray's family, but his friends as well. Does it mean WWE friends? Possibly. WWE so far has not said anything, but it looks like they will 100% let anyone go who is invited to the funeral, even if they have something scheduled that day for the company. But right now, the funeral is not scheduled for any specific day, and that day will be the toughest day so far since Bray's passing. Unfortunately, things got very sad when TMZ reported on the police report involving Bray's passing. It included some very sad and frankly disturbing details. And one of the parts of that police report news outlets are reporting on is the fact that the police included in their report that Bray had been given what is known as a heart defibrillator, which, according to the police report, he was probably supposed to be wearing at the time of his passing. In the police report obtained by TMZ, it said that the police found this defibrillator vest in Bray's car. Now, we know that the police found out that Bray had a heart problem, a serious heart problem, and that he had been to a heart doctor earlier that morning. Now, did he just get that wearable defibrillator, which from the police report he was supposed to be wearing, to try and save him if he ever had a cardiac arrest event like he eventually passed away from? Did he get it at that appointment that morning? The police are continuing to investigate what happened. Why wasn't Bray wearing this heart defibrillator like the doctors told him to? We don't know that part of it yet. The police are still investigating. Now, we got to make it clear that Bray died of a heart attack. There is no suspicion of foul play at all. But as some of these news outlets are reporting, like Ringside News and Daily Mail, there are questions to why Bray was told by a doctor to wear this wearable defibrillator and he wasn't. It was in his car and he passed away in his bed in his house. What happened? That is why the police are continuing this investigation, and when we find out new details, we will let you know. Now, there have been a lot of people wondering, when is Roman Reigns going to make a statement about Bray's passing? If you look at Roman's social media, there is no mention of Bray's passing. In fact, Roman's last post on Instagram was about some new sneakers that he purchased. And this was about 5 days after Bray passed away. It could just be he just is too broken up over the situation, as he and Bray were very, very close. They both came up in FCW, and he just can't bring himself to mourn Bray publicly, and he has to just do it privately. Now, every other member of the bloodline, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa, and we know the bloodline doesn't really exist anymore, but former members of the bloodline, however you want to put it, everybody in the bloodline has mentioned in some way the passing of Bray Wyatt. And the only member of the bloodline who has so far not mentioned Bray Wyatt's passing is Roman Reigns. But if he does decide to speak publicly on Bray's passing, we will bring it to you right here. What was your favorite moment between Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification and check out our new YouTube channel, Wrestling News Now Insider. Click on the link to visit it now, and you will get brand new exclusive videos.